Hi guys, this is Karen and right now we're doing a first listen to BTS's third studio album, Love Yourself Tear. I'm very excited. Just before I start, I just want to reiterate what I mentioned in my Fake Love MV reaction, which is basically just getting you guys to remember to support the End Violence campaign as well. As you guys know, BTS teamed up with UNICEF last year, I think in November last year, to be ambassadors for the End Violence campaign, which is basically raising awareness about violence against children and young people just in general. And through the Love Yourself album series, a significant portion of the proceeds go to the campaign as well. I've also teamed up with a lovely company called BANGTAN, and they are also doing their bit to try and promote the campaign. They're a group of lovely armies who just want to, you know, spread the awareness, give more information, and also create lovely products that you guys may be interested in, and the proceeds of that also go to the campaign directly. So I'll put the links of both the campaign and BANGTAN in the description box below so you guys can check it out. They've also been very lovely to offer me a discount code so you guys can get 10% off any products that you get over at BANGTAN, and the discount code is AfroMix. Support the campaign in whatever way you can, either by buying the album, donating directly, purchasing merch from BANGTAN, or just whatever you want to do to make sure that, you know, you spread the word. Do it and get involved. So anyways, I'm very excited to get into this album. I feel refreshed. Today is the day of the royal wedding. Meghan Markle just married Prince Harry. It was a beautiful celebration. I'm in good spirits. It's sunny for once in the UK, so I'm just very excited to listen to this album. First, we're going to start off with Singularity, which is the solo song by V. I know a lot of you were expecting me to react to this, and a bit disappointed that I didn't react to it, but if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know I made a whole thread about it and was like spazzing over there, and I was deep conditioning my hair. There was no way I was about to stop deep conditioning my hair to come react to no video. That's no. And just in general, I tend to prioritize MV reactions and first listens over things like teasers and comeback trailers. Not to say that I won't do any sort of, you know, trailer reactions in the future, but I just, like, with like how busy my schedule is, I'd rather like watch that by myself and maybe like talk about it on Twitter than like release a reaction for it. But I'm gonna listen to it again and we can, you know, share the beautiful experience that is Singularity. So before we start that, I just want to, you know, shout out the writers and composers as I usually do. So this was written by Charlie J. Perry and RM, Leader Neem just doing his thing, and the producers are Charlie J. Perry as well. I'm very excited. Listen, the video for this was stunning. The choreo by Keone Madrid, beautiful. The masks, the props with the coat hanger and the jacket, stunning. V giving us neo soul vibes again. I could always trust my man, my son, to just provide that hi-hat beat, bass, guitar, keys. Ugh, stunning. He sounds so good on the song, guys. Like, I love how he makes his voice really soft in this like part. The lyrics are so beautiful and poetic. Hear that depth in his voice. Stop it. I think it's my favorite comeback trailer actually, in terms of like the cinematography and the choreo and everything. It's so well done. Tell me if my voice isn't real, honey. It is real. It's real and it's beautiful. I don't think that was him doing the no ad-lib. I think it's actually the demo, like the person who sings the demo. I mean, because it doesn't really sound like him, but I mean, I could be wrong, so just let me know what you guys think. I pretty much talked through that entire song because obviously I've listened to it before, and I've basically just said everything I needed to say. It was a stunning neo soul R&B track. Like, think of D'Angelo, Maxwell, Music Soul Child, like your you know, a bit of like Erykah Badu. Like, you just think of, you know, those icons in neo soul, which is he absolutely suits this style a lot. Like, his voice was made for stuff like this, and obviously he's a baritone, so he doesn't really get to shine that much vocally on a lot of the tracks, because obviously his tone is much more dark and huskier, and they, you know, K-pop just in general favors like tenors, and songs are usually written to fit tenor voices, so I mean we don't tend to get to really hear all the different characteristics of his voice, but in songs like this and Stigma we get to do that, and that's why I really like the fact that they do showcase these like solo tracks to give each member, you know, the scope to really show what they're made of and the potential and all that stuff, and he did that. I definitely prefer this to Stigma, but I felt like it was too slow for me. It wasn't a song like I could listen to it every single day. I had to be in a specific mood for that. But for this one, I could listen to it all day, every day. I don't mind. Like, it's just such a stunning track. And he just did an amazing job. Like, he really like just took it to places, choreo wise, visually, songs wise, vocal wise. Like, he just really took it there. So I'm really, really immensely proud of Kim Taehyung, my baby, my son. He did a damn thing. And shout out to RM again for just, you know, writing these beautiful lyrics. Shout out to Charlie J. Perry for producing the track as well. It was just a really stunning piece. Okay, so I've already listened to Fake Love, so I'm not necessarily going to listen to that, but I did want to shout out P-Dog, Hitman Bang, RM, and P-Dog for writing it and producing it as well. They did a fantastic job on that production. I love that song. I like, honestly, like I said, it was the continuation for I Need You that I personally needed. Not to say that I don't like, you know, Run or the other songs that came after that, but stylistic wise, like, that was the type of EDM track that I've been waiting for since I Need You, because I Need You was my jam. It's my favorite title track that they've done, and Fake Love is just so well done. You know, it has that R&B flair, the you know, the trap beats, the rap sections, oh, give me so much life, and vocally, like, vocal line were really going for it, and you know, the Fake Love, the chorus, the pre-chorus, it was just so like nicely done. I really like the production, and I think it's gonna, you know, sound really great live as well. So I can't wait to, you know, see the live stages and all that stuff. But yeah, I totally love that track. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the part of the album that I haven't listened to, so I'm very excited for this. The next track is John Haji Mutan Jinshim. I didn't pronounce that properly. This is featuring Steve Aoki. The English translation is The Truth Untold. The writers are Steve Aoki, Roland Spreckley, Jake Torrey, Noah Conrad, Anika Wells, RM, Slow Rabbit, and producers is Steve Aoki as well. Okay, Z. Oh, is this just vocal line? Are you hearing that? Are you hearing the layers to this man's voice? Stop it. Is that Kookie? Are you hearing Jin? Oh my god. Oh. I'll wear a mask again and go to see you, because I can't really show you parts of myself. Do you know what? I've actually written a poem very similar to this. Am I tired because I'm ugly? No, you're not. Oh, Jimin. Oh. You better sing it, baby. You better sing it. Ooh, this beat. Okay, Jin. Okay. Bring the drums. Okay, Kookie. Doing the ooh ad-libs. Hey. But I still want you. And I still want you. Oh, I love Jimin's voice in this. It's so beautiful. Oh, that was really stunning. I was definitely not expecting that sort of song, especially from like Steve Aoki. Not to say he hasn't done stuff like this before, but for some reason I just wasn't really expecting it to be like a vocal line track, so I was not ready for that. But I really loved it. The guy sounded amazing. Like, it was very mellow. I felt very attacked by the lyrics because like I said, I wrote a poem years ago, like 2009, or God knows when I wrote it, but it was called The Truth Beneath the Bed of Lies. It was similar things that I was talking about like not really being able to really like show like your true feelings and stuff. Maybe I might share it with you guys, but it was, yeah, it was something similar to that. So when I was reading the lyrics, I was like, oh my god, I was feeling some complicated feelings reading that, but it was absolutely stunning. I love how most of the song was pretty mellow. You're just hearing like the prominent piano playing, and then towards the end they added like, you know, the big crescendo came on, like so like with this like high pitched noise and like these like little like electronic like sort of like hi-hat beats, and then the drums, you know, came in with the cymbals and everything, and it just, you know, kind of added more depth to it. So I really like that. But just in general, they sounded amazing. Jin, again, with all these lines, I'm totally and utterly here for it. I really liked V sections here, because I feel like with V, with his like baritone voice, it really does carry weight, especially with these type of lyrics. Like it just kind of adds something to it. But I love Jimin's like softness in this as well, especially towards the end, like how he ended it. It felt sort of like gut-wrenching, like it almost felt like a desperate sort of like a whimper. So I really appreciate that. But again, Kookie, just main vocalist out here doing his thing. Okay, his ad-libs giving me life. So yeah, that was really stunning. I really like that. Okay, so the next track is 134340 or Pluto. I don't know if that's like some sort of like Morse code for Pluto. I'm not entirely sure. Initially when I saw it, I thought it was a date, but then I realized that those numbers don't really make sense in terms of dates or like months or anything like that. But anyways, the writers are P-Dog, Adora, Bobby Chung, RM, Martin, Luke Brown, Ola Gatland, Sugar, J-Hope, and the producer is a P-Dog. Oh, was not expecting this. They've not really done a genre like this before. Oh, okay, alright. Are you hearing this like seductive voice that this man is pulling out? Oh, are they using Pluto as the subject? It's got like a bossa nova, slight like, what, like a Latin jazz type vibe to it. Okay, Sugar. Hey, I really like the flows on this. Are you hearing that track beat? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, Jim. Okay, Jimmy. The composition is really interesting. Okay, what's up? Do you hear Jin in the background? Oh, I really like the flute in that composition. That was definitely not what I was expecting at all. I would definitely have never heard them like try this genre before at all. So I wasn't expecting this, and like it I felt like it took me like maybe like a good 30 seconds to really like register what was going on. But it was a really interesting composition. Like I said, it was kind of like a I know there's a name for this genre, and I know bossa nova is probably not the best one to go for it, but it's kind of bossa nova and this like Latin jazz feel with a lot of like wind instruments. It also kind of reminds me of a bit of like African jazz as well, especially with like the prominence of the flute sound. The lyrics were really beautiful. As you know, Pluto was demoted from planet status back in like a few years ago, so he realized that it just didn't meet all the requirements to be considered a planet. So now it's just been demoted to a dwarf planet that just sort of like orbits the sun. And I think obviously this idea of like, you know, how it was part of this like planet family, and all of a sudden it got sort of like left behind and sort of like cast away. And I think they were kind of using that as a way of talking about like being discarded in love, like, you know, like you lost me, I've always been circling you, you're always the center of my universe, but then you left me and discarded me like I was nothing, but I still kind of like I'm sort of like hung up on that. So it's kind of talking a lot about the like loss, not being able to really digest and deal with that sort of loss, and being all of a sudden being someone, having someone be your everything, and they not really being able to, you know, reciprocate that, or doing that, and then all of a sudden, you know, sort of like throwing you away. So it was, that's kind of what the lyrics are talking about, which is, it's very heavy. So this is a very dark album, but I don't know if it's something I'll listen to often, but it's still interesting. Like I do appreciate them for trying this track. I don't know if it'll be like one of my top favorites of the album, but I still appreciated what they did with the track just in general, so shout out to them for trying something new. So now we'll move on to track number 5, which is Paradise. This is written by Lofile or Lofile, I'm not entirely sure. MNEK, who is a great black British musician, sort of like does a lot of like R&B, dance pop, that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited for this track. RM, Song Jae Kyung, Sugar and J Hope, and producer is Lofile. Again, let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, I'm super excited for this track. Stop it. Alright. First of all, Kookie, how dare you? Okay, come through, English King. Are you having these pauses? Oh. Okay, giving me Say My Name feels. Stop it. Stop it. No, hold on. No. See, I knew this song was going to be my song. I already knew from the beginning. But was I ready for Jimin to jump in like that? Was I ready for him to just, you know, start his part off in that manner with that beat? So let's just take it back a little bit. You know, let me have time to prepare. Do you hear that bass? What? Are you hearing this production? What? Are you hearing these harmonies? What? Are you hearing? No. No, we have to pause because you guys don't understand. We have to pause because you guys know how long I have been waiting for R&B Bangtan to come back to me. I wasn't ready, guys. I wasn't ready for all of this. Like, what? Are you hearing this track? This is my favorite track. You already know this is my favorite track. Do you hear Jid? Are you hearing these harmonies in the background? Okay. First of all, Kookie, stop it. Yes, we do deserve a life, and you do too. Coming through R&B King Jimin. No. Get it. What? This is no. Get it, Sugar. What? Are you hearing my man's flow? Like, are you hearing Yoongi right now? Let's take it back again. Let's take it back because I was ready. Who is doing all of that humming? Stop it. Hear him out. Do you see my man? This is the track? Okay, English Kings. What? Get it? From nothing, my friend. Every language you make is in part. Stop it. First of all, no. Was I ready? Giving me 90s Destiny's Child with like the almost like Dog Child producing-esque type beat. Okay, I was ready, and obviously I can thank MNEK for that because I know he had something to do with that. But obviously, shout out to the other producers as well. The beat was just insane. Vocals, was I ready? Was I ready for them to snap the way they did? No, I wasn't. But let's talk about Rapper Line because Sugar, how are you gonna just come in like that? Just who told you it was okay? Who told you were allowed to do that? And then let's get into RM. What? I can't even speak. That was so much. So many things were going on in that song, but in the best possible way. To be honest, I missed like half of the lyrics, but from what I did see, it was kind of telling us, be appreciative of the things you do have, like you are enough. Even if you don't have a dream right now, it's okay. And like not everyone figures out their dream like from the get-go. Some of us have to take a long time to realize that, and some of us may have different dreams as we're going along with life. Basically saying that that's totally okay. And also kind of this idea of not looking to other people's journey as a measure of your own success. Like just basically stay in your lane, do what you need to do to get where you need to be, but also try and enjoy the happy moments, try and enjoy the process of you getting to where you need to be as well. So just having this sort of like, you know, message with this type of music, it's too much. So yes, this is my favorite track of the album so far, and it's what, the fifth track, isn't it? And it so happens that 5 is my favorite number. So really, this all just comes together really, really well. They did a like fantastic job. Like I am obsessed with that track. Okay, so the next track is Love Maze, and writers are P Dog, DJ Swivel, Candice, Nicole Sosa, RM, Sugar J, Hope, Bobby Chung, Adora, and the main producer is P Dog as well. Okay, Jimin! Are you hearing Jimin just doing the damn thing on this album? Stop it. This album is already better than her. I don't care what anyone says. Stop it. No. Stop it. Okay, I see that. No, this is my track. Hey. Jimin is killing it though. Okay, speak the truth, Yoongi. Get it, Jin, what? Get it, Jin, what? Get it, Jin, what? No. 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 Stop it. Okay, Jimin, get the height. No. What? What I was waiting for. Listen, we've already had what, 3 R&B-esque tracks. Singularity with the neo soul subgenre, Paradise, and this, and even Fake Love had an R&B flair to it. So it's not dark and wild R&B or School Love Affair R&B, or it like, you know, the R&B we got for Hwa Yeon Ha as well. This is different, but it's still R&B, and this is what I've been waiting for. Okay, first of all, that track was already. They sounded amazing. First of all, Jimin. Did you hear Jimin on this track? Jimin said he's coming for us, for neck, for scalp, for edges, erythrocytes, plasma, white blood cells, everything. He said he was coming for everyone with this track. And was I ready? Was I ready? I was not ready. He had so many parts in this. This is basically Jimin's song, okay? Almost like it was a Jikook song from the way it started, because it was just them. But he has so many parts in this. Like he practically was kind of like the main vocalist in this track, and he sounded amazing. It really suited him. Like this R&B style also suits him really well. Rapper line, was I ready? I wasn't ready for RM to come through with his verse the way he did, because wow, this is a love maze, but I will find you, and when I do find you, you're never gonna let go of each other and stuff like that. Like, what? They were out here just singing their hearts out and rapping their hearts out, and I was totally here for it. And that beat was everything. And then the like that melody was beautiful. Like, and Kookie was killing it with his ad-libs as well. Like, he was just giving me so much life with those parts. It sounded amazing. Everyone sounded so good on this track. I have nothing to say. I'm just amazed. Second favorite track on the album. Let's move on to track number 7, which is Magic Shop, and this is written by Jungkook, His Noise, RM, DJ Swivel, Candice, Nicole Sosa, Adora, J-Hope, Sugar, also produced by Jungkook, His Noise, and Adora, which I am so excited for. If I remember correctly, this was written for ARMYs, right? Okay. Ooh, first of all, I like that guitar and the snapping. I want to say it's such an obvious thing as half strength. Okay. Oh, beautiful. I'll tell you my story. Stop it. Okay, RM is not playing games. When I hate myself, when I just want to disappear forever. Okay, Jen. I've been wondering there I was in your heart. Ooh. So this has that future bass, EDM. Hey. Okay. Lowkey, come through. Hey. So Hosak is mainly singing this one. This is really beautiful. Okay. It's okay to believe I'll comfort you, magic shot. Oh, you gave me the best of me, so you'll give you the best of you. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'll show you. I'll show you. Show you. Show you. Oh, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful. The lyrics for that, I feel like, you know, talking about the composition of that stuff is not really that important because the lyrics is really where it's at, and the fact that Kookie, you know, also took part in writing this, obviously with the other members as well, and he also produced it. I think he mentioned wanting to gift armies with something. He always does anyways, but this was such a beautiful present, like, you know, like that, just that part where they were saying that you gave me the best of me, and so you give the best of you to yourself, to ourselves, you know. I feel like this is the same thing that they sort of talked about in Pied Piper, kind of talking about like, yeah, you know, you guys love us and you guys have done so much for us, but also take some of that time to also, you know, or like reward yourself. I just really like the fact that they weren't saying that they will give you the best of you, but they want you to do that for yourself. I can imagine them performing this as a medley with like things like Do Set, Pied Piper, and then the song, and it would just be really lovely to see. Shout out to Kookie for doing another great job. The lyrics honestly were so stunning and so heartwarming. So the next song is Airplane Part 2, written by P-Dog, RM, Ali Camposi, Lisa Owens, Roman Campolo, Hitman Bang, Sugar, J-Hope, and the main producer is P-Dog. I've heard some very interesting reviews about the song. Apparently they tapped into the inner Latino side, so I'm very excited for this. Okay, starting off very jazzy, but the percussion. Okay. Okay, please. Okay, let me look at these lyrics. No. This is a continuation from J-Hope's Airplane, right? Did I say El Mariachi? Stop it. No. My Latin Kings, yes. What? No. Okay. J. Juanito Hope. Get it, baby. What? No. 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 Are you hearing my man? Bitch, are you hearing J-Hope right now? Like, Juanito Hope was like, Listen, this man was like, listen, I've been waiting to do a track like this, to really tap into my Latino side, and my guy is snapping. Are you hearing him right now? He's in his element. Stop it. Okay. A mariachi, a mariachi. What? Bitch. Stop it. Stop it. No. No. This is my song. This is my song. Like, you guys don't even understand. This is my song. They had the Spanish guitar as well. I can't deal with this group. I can't. Who told them to snap like this? Who told them to tap into that Latino side? Who knew they had it in them? What did y'all prepare for them? You see, they must have ate something when they went to Latin America last year. And whatever they ate, thank you to my Latino brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for feeding them wherever you fed them. Because listen, this song right here, stop it. They were basically talking about, you know, they're flying from London to NY to Paris and all that stuff. Everywhere we go is a party, El Mariachi. Like, aren't these the same dogs that, you know, like to take walks on the beach, see nature, all of that stuff? Party where? Who are they lying to? Not to say they can't have a party, it's just we know damn well that these people, when they get home, they're all just going to their room and do their respective little games and all that stuff. They ain't going to no party. But I feel like if they did, if they really were about that life, I know if there's a couple of members that are definitely about that life, but they definitely know how to turn up a place, because you know, if you guys have seen them perform live, you guys know what I'm talking about. But this song right here, stop it. This is a at least top 5 song. You know this is J-Hope's song. I don't want to hear anything else. This is J-Hope's song. Okay, Juanito Hope. Juanito Hope came through. He came through for me. And then Jimin, feeling it. Let me tell you, they just, wow. I was not ready. I was not ready. To my Latino and Latina watchers, let me know what your Spanish names for BTS is. I remember me and my friend were discussing this one time, like last year when they went to America. We're saying that they, you know, we're trying to come up with like the American names, but they wasn't quite doing it for us. We thought of like Spanish names for them, and I can't remember anything else apart from Juanito Hope. And K-pop has been loving Latin music the past year or two. You know, Lo Siento this year as well has been doing really well, so I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for the fusion. But anyways, let's move on to the next track, which is Anpaman. Writers are P-Dog, Supreme Boy, Hitman Bang, RM, Sugar, and Jinbo. Ooh, I love the Jinbo stuff. So let's get into it. What the fuck is an Anpaman? What is that? Wait, hold on. Oh, is this like another go-go? Is that what I'm getting at the moment? And I think Anpaman is actually like a superhero, isn't it? If I remember correctly. But I'll double check to see, but let's go into it. This beat though. Okay. Is that Sugar? What does this song remind me of? Isn't this like a Fetty Wap type of track? I swear to God. I swear it is. I am so confused. Bitch! Wait, this beat though. No. I can't take the song seriously, but the beat. What? No. No. RM. This beat though. I need the beat. Bitch! Okay, G-Eazy, comes out. take these voices seriously. What? 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 Fucking up, Jungkook, yes! That part was sick. Okay, Sugar, what? Well, Sugar is hype in this song, you know. Okay, first of all, this is exactly how I felt about Go Go. The beat, a bop. I'm here for it. I was not ready. The and pan mat, like I can't take that seriously. I can't do it. I can't take it seriously. Like especially when V does it. I can't take it seriously. Like that voice, oh god. But the beat though, the beat is sick, fam. Like this the twag jam that I needed. There's the beat just, it goes off, man. It goes off. They were really out here just turning the fuck up. Like almost like someone gave them like some tequila and was like, you know what, just go into the booth and record. Like that's how this all feels like. I'm guessing Anpan Man is a superhero, by the way. It's actually a Japanese superhero. It was like a book series and it was turned into an anime later on. And the shape of the head is like that, is the pastry. And god, BTS always finds like just, I can't even deal with them, like I really can't. But this song was, I mean, it was hilarious, and it made me smile. I'm guessing that's what they wanted to do. And they were sort of like talking about how they were superheroes and all that stuff, like you know, it was like a jokey fun song, kind of like what Go-Go did. They gave Fetty Wap a run for his money. Like I was not prepared for that at all, but it was still fun to bop to. Like I was getting my entire life. Okay, now we're moving on to the penultimate song on the album, So What. Oh god, I've been filming this for ages, but we're almost there, guys. This is written by P-Dog, Hitman Bang, Adora, RM, Sugar, and J-Hope. Is Adora like a sort of like a new in-house producer? But anyways, I'm very excited for this. Okay, very EDM. Sounds exciting though. Oh, this is very EDM. Okay. Oh, I like the Sugar shout out. Yeah, this is a very festival type track, you know, like you hear this being played at like Ultra Festival. But let's laugh and talk and go against the wind. It's kind of like saying like let your worries go, like stop overthinking, just enjoy the moment. I like this part, not because J-Hope is rapping, but I like the beat there. Where is that from? Who rapped that part? He took that from somewhere. I'm personally not like a fan of this type of EDM. Like, it's not bad, it's just, it's not something I would listen to every single day, like maybe once in a while. Ooh, this part though. Are you hearing these harmonies? That was really nice. Ooh! Mama say, mama say, mama say, mama say, mama say, mama say. I would never go for that part sounding like that. It's not finished? How many breakdowns is this gonna have? Oh, okay. Let's learn a little bit. Okay. That was nice. I like the way they ended that actually. But yeah, like I was saying, like, it's not, I don't think this is my favorite track on the album, just in general. Like, it was just a bit, it's the kind of EDM that I kind of quickly just kind of get over. Like, it's alright, maybe if I, you know, had a few drinks, you know, a bit tipsy, kind of like in the moment, then I'll definitely be on it. But yeah, it was still fun, like I said, but it's not something that I feel like I'll replay on a daily basis. And okay, we're moving on to the final song. Oh my gosh. This video is going to be long and I'm so sorry for that, but we're finally on the final song. This is Outro Tear, written by Doc Skim, Shin Myung-soo, Sugar, RM, J-Hope, and producer is Doc Skim. Oh, first of all, giving me the Darker World vibes, like, I was not ready for that. What Am I to You is my favorite of the, like, the rap, sort of like, intros that they've done, so I'm having a moment. Nah, he is going off. Okay, this production. Okay, Sugar. Okay, I'm scared because I feel like each person is gonna just go off. I'm very scared for Sugar. Like when he really goes off. Yuma. What? Yuma. What? Okay. Do you hear that beat change? Oh! Sugar is doing like a... Oh, I wasn't expecting this flow from him though. Is it gonna change? Ooh, this beat is nasty. What? Okay. He brought out the deep voice. Bitch. Hey. No, I love this production. Like, I love this sort of like heavy, dark, grizzly type hip hop. Like, my shit, man. Yuma. What? Come on. You better sing it, okay? Alright, get your auto-tune as well. Okay, I like how he enunciated that, you know, in different ways. But, wow, first of all, RM killed that. Listen, that's all visceral rapping, do you know what I mean? Like, when RM gets into that mode, listen, it's a moment for me. I absolutely loved it. Like, he went off. I was actually very surprised about Sugar, because I thought Sugar was gonna go off on the same sort of, you know, flow that RM had, but he actually went for a more like more of like a trap based like flow, like, you know, when it's like kind of chill. I wasn't expecting that from him because he doesn't tend to usually do that. You're my tear. Obviously it was a very like simple hook, but I mean, with the beat, it just sounded really good. So shout out to Docs came on that beat because it was insane. I loved it. They were basically saying that this love it's gone, it's disintegrated, you know, you've broken my heart, but it's even to the point where like someone was like, I don't even feel even resentment anymore because it was just so far gone that there's just nothing there anymore. But yeah, this is the end of the album. Goodness gracious me, I don't think I have filmed this long ever in the history of me doing first listen, but they killed it. First of all, personally, I prefer this album to Winx. This album beat her by a mile, like by several miles, like not even a mile, like a whole fucking ocean. Like this was what I needed personally. But then again, this is like more my style. I did like some of the stuff on her, but this I'll definitely like have a lot of replays on it. I don't think it beats Dark and Wild. I don't think it beats the, you know, the most beautiful moments of life albums for me, but it was really good. It was, you know, angsty, and I like angsty BTS. It's kind of like the style that I fell in love with them in the first place, so it's always nice to kind of hear that. Obviously it still had a lot of the EDM vibes, but I felt like this was for me, this was EDM that I could personally really enjoy and get my teeth stuck into, so I really enjoyed it as well. Definitely also trying out different styles, like the Latin fusion, like the sort of like slight bossa nova as well. They also, you know, having the, I mean, they've tried neo soul. I mean, well, Taehyung has done neo soul. He did it twice, but I really like this particular style of neo soul compared to the Stigma one. You know, we had a beautiful sort of like a pop ballad as well, but with like an R&B flair, and it was just really stunning. It was really stunning, and they worked with different people that I haven't really seen on their albums before as well. So you can, it just goes to show how like how much they've grown, and you know how much they're open to trying out different new styles as well, and you know how also they've grown based on like their rapping styles, their writing styles, their production styles, and also, you know, the vocalists as well. They've really improved in a lot of areas as well. So it's really nice to just sort of hear that improvement and growth in this album. I had to write my favorite song because I was messing it up whilst I was trying to figure out. So Paradise first, because you already know they killed it on that track. Playing Part 2. I'm here for the Latin vibes, my Latino kings. Love Maze, Singularity, Tear and Fake Love. I don't know which one goes where, but I feel like maybe Tear then Fake Love. Again, the Truth Untold and Magic Shop are kind of head to head to me, so you know, it just depends how many times I listen to it. And then Amperman, you see, Amperman, the beat is good, it's just cracks me up. It might even move up, you know, depending. And then 134340, and then So What. 134340 was really like I like the production, but I don't know if it's something I'll listen to on a regular basis. And So What, like I said before, too, like kind of festively for me. But just in general, I think they did a really good job with the album. Definitely, there was obviously, it's sort of a theme in terms of like what they were talking about, like, you know, the sort of like darker sides of love. It's kind of a mixture of Dark and Wild, Wings, and The Most Beautiful Moments of Life Part 1, but obviously with like new genres as well, and you know, different styles. But I really enjoyed this. I think I might actually listen to this more than I did Wings, because I liked Wings, but you know, I don't think I listened to it as much as I do to Dark and Wild and Hwayeon Part 1 and Part 2. I'm very happy with the album. I'm very content with this. They came through. They sounded good. Again, rap parts sound amazing. Jin had so many lines, thank God. V got to show off his, you know, his husky voice, and it was just stunning. I can't wait to see them in concert if I get these tickets. Jesus Christ, like, let's pray for me, guys. Pray for me, because I really need to see them. But anyways, my battery is about to die, so I'm gonna go now. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Again, check out the Love Myself campaign, the End Violence campain, and LV BANGTAN, and get that 10% off, you know, their merch with my discount code AfroMinx. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about the album in comparison to other albums. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. 지금도 네 생각이 나는 걸